Riley.
We have a situation. You're needed.
On my way.
What is it?
Don't know.
You're really not one for asking questions, are you?
I'll leave that to you.
Scene 1, Apple, take 1.
Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 67 of Revisiting Sunnydale with Camila and Marcella. I am Camila.
I'm Marcella.
We have missed you.
We have.
It's been a while.
It really has. But life happens and
I know.
Shit happens and
sometimes Mama just can't get to the spot to record things as often as we would like. I mean, shit. Like, we would love to be able to just do this all day.
Yep.
Every day.
And that's what we're doing for you all today.
Right. Today we have been just pounding out podcasts all day. This is like number four out of 4. This is the last one for today. Awesome. Sweet.
Yep.
Then we'll go get some drinks and have some food. So if you're unaware of all the other podcasts that we do, check out Psych Babblecast, where we talk about the TV show Psych. And we're also doing stuff for TV Ate My Brain.
Yep. We're reviewing American Horror Story.
Cult.
Bore.
Boo. So if you want to hear our much, much more snarky and bitchy side.
Yes.
Because we do get into the snark over here. But
over there,
it's hateful. Mm-hmm. Like, the snark here is with love.
Yes.
And, a long-standing relationship. The snark over there is just like immediate knee-jerk, fuck this show.
Yep.
So, yeah, if you want that kind of stuff, go on.
Yes,
go on and check that out.
You will love it.
But in the meantime, we are going to get into Buffy the Vampire Slayer. If you're new, welcome.
Yes, welcome.
If you are a regular, you know where everything is.
Yeah.
So, welcome
you know
back.
What you're in for.
I know it. Thanks for coming back. We appreciate you.
Thanks for sticking with us for 4 seasons.
I know, right?
And to new followers, we love you too.
67 entire episodes. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
It really is.
We should probably start planning something for our 100th episode.
Yes. We got to make it coincide maybe with some live
something,
event.
Yeah. They should do, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll get on that. If you guys have suggestions, let us know. You can do that by going to our Facebook page, Revisiting Sunnydale, or hitting us up on Twitter at Back to Sunnydale. You can also rate and review us on iTunes and Libsyn. That's where the show lives.
And it's real easy.
It is.
Reviewing is so easy.
So easy.
And yet, sometimes I don't want to do it.
We don't ask for like a full-on, like words and whatnot. No. That's fine. If you don't,
could even just put 5 stars. I like it.
Right. That's fine.
That's it.
That's great.
That's what I do on Influencer.
Like Buffy, good.
Fire bad. True pretty. Buffy, good. Revisiting Sunnydale. Thumbs up.
Right. We're totally fine with that. We don't need poems. But if you want to leave a poem, that's also good. All right. We've babbled on long enough.
So while you're really here,
The Iron Team, Season 4, Episode 13. Written by David Fury. Directed by James A. Contner. Buffy teams with Riley after she is allowed access to the initiative. Spike is targeted by the Commandos.
Yep. That's pretty much what happens.
Yep, that's it. All right. Thanks for
stopping by. We'll see you next week. We got lots of guest stars this week.
Yes.
Lots. Amber Benson. As Creepy Tara. She's super creepy in this episode.
She gets real creepy. Like, she's, like, trying to give up a family heirloom as a gift to Willow. You've known her for 2 days. Calm down.
I understand you went through some shit, but I'm going to need you to step back. Lindsay Krause as Maggie Walsh. I have so many problems with Maggie, but since we started talking about it, I can't stop thinking about why she doesn't have a panic button for when she's in trouble.
Seriously.
I don't understand. We meet, for a very short amount of time, George Hertzberg as Adam.
Yep.
Bailey Chase is Graham. Jack Stelline is Dr. Engelman. And Leonard Roberts is Forrest Gates.
Who proves yet again in this episode he is the worst.
He's a piece of shit. Can't make this man happy.
Chose a girl over me.
He put you in command, asshole.
You big.
You don't see Graham bitching?
Right. Graham's like, man, come on.
We soldiers.
Can you not? Can you fucking not be a little bitch?
So we open in the basement of Crushed Dreams with Xander, Willow, and Anya playing some poker. And Anya is not good at these things.
She's not.
She doesn't want to play.
No.
She's just...
She doesn't understand the point.
Nope. And Willow's being a weepy little... on board.
Mm-hmm.
Buffy spends too much
Buffy's
time.
not here. You guys suck.
Yeah.
And but Xander seems to have a new money-making scheme.
Mm-hmm.
He's selling protein bars or something of that nature.
I've got several issues. Several.
Okay.
The first of which, gross. Don't try to sell your stuff to your friends. It's gross.
Right.
You know, if they want to support you, they will.
Right. They will say,
mm-hmm.
hey, I would like to buy some of this
Yeah.
from you. Don't try to force me.
But he forces it upon everyone in this episode.
Yep. Particularly Giles.
Mm-hmm. Who's really unhappy about it.
He's so grossed out. It's like, please leave my house.
Please leave my home. Second, does Xander look like the most trustworthy of fellows to you?
Xander looks like he hasn't washed in a couple of days. Sometimes, it's questionable. And that's fine, if he hasn't showered every day, whatever. But he's not the type of person I want to buy food from.
No. So what fly-by-night operation gave him several boxes
right.
of these? They're stacked up behind him.
I doubt that he purchased them.
Right.
From them, because he would be a little more pressed.
To sell them.
Right.
And may have brought more than one to the bronze. And then ate it. You're not good at anything.
You were not cut out for this selling entrepreneurial business, huh? Nope, not good at it. Not your thing. And that's fine.
Yeah. And then this is the first time Anya says something inappropriate and it becomes like a running joke, I think, from here on out.
Yeah.
She misunderstands a comment that Willow makes.
Yeah, she's like Buffy and her brand spanking new boyfriend.
Yes. She's like, oh, Xander and I have enjoyed spanking.
Xander.
Nothing? We're just gonna...
And Xander does, he calls Riley. I think Riley is okay in an oafish kind of way.
So say we are.
Yes, that is the general consensus here, Xander. Thank you.
So say we are. And then we cut to Buffy is kind of doing an audition for the initiative.
Yes.
And she whoops their ass. And then she's real modest about it.
Like, oh, I got lucky.
Dr. Walsh is like, or Professor Walsh is like,
Yeah, the way she stares at like, so she's side-eyed. You're like, yeah.
All right.
Sure.
It's so funny. I love it. It's one of the few things I actually liked about her. I was like, okay, Maggie, that's some shade you're throwing.
Right? It's like, damn, girl.
Because she's pissed because it took them, like, hours to find her.
Right.
And she defeated them in, like, 38 seconds.
Yeah.
Which, she's a fucking Slayer. Maybe you should have done some research on what a Slayer is. This is her job.
This is her life. She's been doing this for 4 years now.
And I'm pretty sure you had that meeting back in the last episode where she listed out some of her accomplishments.
Exactly.
You know what she's capable of.
Why are you surprised? Why do you keep underestimating her?
Right. And you're going to make a big underestimation of her later in this episode.
You fucked up.
You fucked up. It's not going to turn out so good for you.
No, she ends up showing her hand way too early.
Yep.
Because she thought that she could best her.
Slayer. To slay.
Right.
Not
two random ass demons. Yeah. Locked in a little. Okay, sure.
All right. So Willow and Buffy are in the cafeteria and they're chit-chatting and Willow's trying to connect. And Buffy, once again, is being a terrible friend.
Riley.
Riley. Okay, I'm going to give it... I'm going to let you have this, Buffy. Your dating history up until now?
Right. Shit. Yeah.
So...
at least Riley's not trying to kill everybody. Sure.
Okay.
Awesome.
And she's like, oh, he's only eating a Twinkie? He will be punished later. And poor Willow.
Everybody's getting spanked but me.
What? Nothing.
So she's not really paying attention to what poor Willow is saying.
And Willow's just excited about going to the Bronze tonight.
Right. Finally, we all get to hang out. It's been forever.
Yeah, the core Scoobies.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how Anya fits in that category.
No idea.
So later when she tells Tara straight out, I've got plans and you can't come. Why not?
Which was kind of overselling. I don't know what
It was rude.
It was unnecessary.
Yeah.
She's like, you would be out of place with it. With certain group of people, you'd feel out of place.
What? I'm not going to embarrass myself and piss on myself for...
Y'all are going to the Bronze, not going to like Buffy's mom's birthday party or some shit like that. It's like a public space. It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm just chalking it up to the fact that at this point, Willow is still... She's surprised and uncomfortable and unsure about what her feelings are towards Tara.
What, are you going to grab her tits? And
your motor.
I
like,
can't help it.
What's going on?
You can't contain yourself? Or were you more afraid that Tara was going to be weird and do something?
And try to offer up another heirloom to one of your friends. I guess we could... Maybe we could do some... spells.
And
that's what it was. She was embarrassed of Tara.
She's just embarrassed. My other favorite part of this episode is the sub-story
of Spike.
Of the odd couple, as I like to call them.
So Giles goes to talk to Spike. To pay him the rest of his time.
Yeah.
I think so. He tries to, again, he's trying to connect with Spike. I
don't know why.
For whatever reason. I don't know. Yeah. And Spike is just counting his money and he's like, why the fuck are you still here? Like, what?
It's like, I have had it with you guys.
I'm done.
I'm not one of your little Scoobies. Get out.
Exactly. Don't come back. We're through here. Let's leave this be. Don't come calling me when little Xander cuts a tooth.
And Giles is upset.
He looks a little hurt by it. It's like, fine.
You're the only other adult I know.
I didn't want to hang out with you anyway.
I'm just going to leave. And we immediately have to go to this double entendre scene between Buffy and Riley.
So they're all like coyly walking through the halls of his dorm or whatever. Are you ready? Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I'm sure.
I'm not sure I am. Do I get a vote?
So, she goes to the retinal scan or whatever, and she gets through, lets in. And then even when they get in, even once it's clear that's not what we're dealing with, we still keep the gag going. Like, oh, it's so big.
Yes.
I don't like to brag.
It is fucking huge, though.
It's a big space. I don't understand.
They go to Costco for their tinfoil.
I'm sure. It's so we're just like underneath. Yeah, not just the building. We're just like underneath like land entirely. I'm assuming.
How far down is it that we have to have an elevator?
I don't know.
And where do we have to have an elevator? We can't have some stairs?
Stairs. I feel like you're being extra. We're doing a lot. I'm spending a lot of money because there's like some piece of equipment she like count was like what $20,000 or something.
It's too much.
Doing too much.
But again, my problem with this is that it's too fast. You know, she has an audition and all of a sudden she's allowed behind the doors.
Yeah, she has an audition.
I'm pretty sure a background check takes a little bit longer than that.
A little bit.
And it's a government thing, so I'm pretty sure they would have needed fingerprints, DNA. I mean,
exactly. Your entire work history, like every place you've lived, and yada yada. Your parents, because she's no, she's not a minor at this point, but we still. It's just been like 2 days. And this shit didn't, this was back in what, 2000?
Yeah.
There's no way it took any less than a week.
Right. And even though she's not a part of the Watchers Council, pretty sure they would have had something to say about this.
Yeah, there should have been something where they had to, hey, technically you're ours. You can't just go off working for the government.
You can't be running our secrets.
Right.
We don't want them to
sharing everything they're doing and what she is and who she is and are they're not paying her. She's not on a payroll there either. Nobody wants to pay her.
Even though Giles was getting paid.
Right. Nobody's trying to pay the Slayer.
I'm the one in danger.
Right.
I could die. There's no benefits for my family.
Right.
After I get killed helping you.
Exactly.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You were technically supposed to take me as a child, like we saw with Kendra. But no benefits, no cheddar for the Slayers.
Nope. And she's supposed to hold a real job and do this too. No love. No love.
So Buffy's just blown away, and she's overwhelmed. Actually, she may have underestimated them.
Right. There's a lot. So like, Maggie hands her badge, her codes, her whatever
pager.
Yeah.
What happened to the pager you had in high school?
I imagine she lost it or broke it.
She's like, oh, I was thinking about getting one.
Right, you had one.
You had one. What happened to it?
Maybe we should set another one.
Yeah, yes. It was a simple writing continuity.
Yeah,
flaw.
that's all.
Isn't that somebody's job? And there's a little bit of foreshadowing when she picks up the cam and looks into it. Her face is on the screen, and Maggie's basically like, put that down.
Stop touching things that don't belong to you.
So why put it down? Just put it down.
That shit's expensive, and I'm going to ask you to leave it alone.
Yeah, we need you to not touch anything. Please. We trust you, but we're not dumb. You've been in my class.
I know, yeah, I've seen you. I've watched you.
But it's just, so Buffy immediately is like, so hey, what's back there? And Maggie's like, none ya. Don't worry about it.
You just got here.
Mm-hmm. We're going to have dinner and some drinks before you get up under this coat. And she is basically just, welcome to the team, let's get to work.
All right.
And Riley's all like, woo, woo.
Kitty, I brought the Slayer too. I'm getting so many brownie points for this right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the bronze where everybody's hanging out finally. Xander's wearing a Captain America shirt.
He is. He really is. We do get, with the Willow and Tara have that creepy heirloom moment.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did sort of like gloss over that.
She's just like, here.
I think it was my grandmother or something. It's like super rare. It's been in my family for like 5,000 years. You can have it.
And Willow's like, no thanks.
Moving kind of fast.
Uh-huh. That's like a family heirloom. It's super inappropriate.
I don't even know your middle name.
And
but if
you're
you wanna,
just like a homeless person right now.
But we can get together and do some spells with it if you want.
Later.
Still in your possession. Still yours.
Mm-hmm. But no.
Whoa.
And I'm going to go out, and you can't come.
Sorry.
So then, yeah, Xander's, I love that he's wearing that Captain America
I know,
shirt.
it's so cute.
I never noticed it before.
Me either.
It's like, look, Joss likes superheroes. Did you know?
Did you notice? And Buffy's like over an hour late, and
she's the worst.
Brings the entire fucking initiative with her. And poor Willow, like she's just so hurt.
If I'd have known that we could have brought other people.
I had someone I could have asked.
No, you didn't, because you were rude as fuck to her.
Right. And Buffy's like, who? Who'd you want to ask? She's
Nobody.
Like, nobody, nothing, nowhere.
Just nothing. Just saying I could have, had I known.
And it was that kind of party. It's a public spot. It's the bronze.
And Xander brought Anya, who's not even a Scooby yet.
She doesn't even want to be there.
Nope, because she is super suspicious.
Right. She doesn't like...
What did she say? She says, I choose to feel threatened. I'm with you.
Let's go over there. Mm-hmm. We're leaving now.
We're going to dance. And then all of their pagers go off at the same time.
So fucking conspicuous. Mm-hmm. Like, it's so obvious. Like, you guys are supposed to be underground. We can't do vibrators.
Right.
Vibrating. Vibrate?
Knew what you meant. And they interweave this scene with Maggie and Engelman talking about Adam, and we get our first look at this gross thing that she's piecing together from other demons.
This whole Frankenstein situation, her baby.
Yes. And then she pages everybody at the bronze, and then Riley says the most disgusting thing in the world. Mother wants us.
He said that. Mm-hmm. I totally missed that.
Yeah.
Ew.
He came up to Buffy and said, Mother wants us.
I would have broken up with it right then and there. It's like, nope.
Don't care. She could have picked any other code name in the world. But nope. Mm-mm. I'm out. Nope.
This is inappropriate, wrong, sick.
I'm not going.
Doesn't feel right in my soul.
I quit. I quit. We're done.
Oh, God.
And another thing that bugged me about this whole bronze scene with the initiative guys is they show no interest in Buffy's friends whatsoever.
No. Hey. Bing, bing, dang, gone.
We're going to go get some drinks. And even Forrest is just like... There's obviously nothing for him here. He's not going to hit on Willow, and Buffy's spoken for.
Like,
this guy. Trying to impress this girl. I'm so sick of it. I hate this situation.
I hate you, Buffy. It's like everything he says is just always underlined.
Yes.
Just, I hate you, Buffy.
I hate you, Buffy. Because I think he loves Riley.
He does.
He loves him.
He wants all up in there.
But yeah, the mother wants us. Oh, don't care. I really don't.
So they go off, and then they start to get debriefed or whatever.
I love that scene.
Buffy's asking way too many questions.
I love it.
Well, actually, no, not too many questions. She's asking appropriate questions.
She is.
And we're seeing the correlate. We're seeing the difference now between the Scoobies and this government-led initiative, because the Scoobies want to answer the questions who, what, when, why, how.
Yes.
The initiative is like who, and that's it.
Yep.
Who and dead.
Yep.
Or capture and whatever. Capture or kill.
We don't know what their motives are.
We don't care. We don't know where they came from.
Nope.
We don't know what they
Don't
are,
care.
really. No, not really. We're not really interested in all that. We just want to get rid of them. It's like, seriously?
And so Buffy is not having that.
No,
And she's got questions.
she's got questions.
And Riley looks embarrassed.
She's like, what do they want? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, capture it. Don't bother its arms. Why?
Why? Don't worry about it.
So-
Save all questions till the end.
No, that's it. Actually, I was done.
Yeah. I do love her pop culture reference here.
Yes, and she's like, "You're basically Buffy. You're wearing your outfit's a little loud."
You might want to suit up.
And she's like,
I thought about it.
But I figured it was a little more Private Benjamin, and then she's like, okay,
She's like, I've patrolled in this halter many times. It's fine.
it's fine. It's like I have done straight up like clunky heels all the time.
And
Like
everybody laughs.
but
They're like, "Oh."
is she the only female?
Yeah.
So they are led by a woman, and she has not recruited any other women.
Nope.
We got a bigger problem here.
Bunch of grunts.
Basically, I feel like Maggie Walsh is she has a problem with strong women, apparently. Because there was really no reason for her not to like Buffy.
Nope.
For her
She
to
calls
try
her
to
a
get
bitch
a
later,
kill.
and there's no reason.
That's really strong.
And then she does something even grosser, but we're about to get to that. Because it haunts my dreams. So, after this whole scene, Willow, hey, Tara, my plans changed. You want to hang out? No.
This is inappropriate.
This is inappropriate.
First of all, the way that she like unravels why her plans unraveled, like that's unnecessary.
Yeah.
She's like, and she brought someone who doesn't. No, just
don't need the details.
No, plans changed. My night freed up. You want to hang out? And Tara, always
come in, please. I've been sitting here waiting by the door just to answer it because I knew you'd come.
Basically, yes, that's what happened.
That's how that happened.
So they hang out.
And then Riley picks Buffy to be his second, and he sends Forrest off to command the other unit.
It's not like he sent you home to go knit.
He put you in charge.
Let's not be a little bitch, Forrest. And he picked a girl. He literally says he picked a girl.
He-Man woman hater. I don't like it.
So that's all happening, and then so they're all still patrolling for this thing with the things in his arms.
Polgara.
Sure. And how did they? Oh, they come across Spike.
The B team.
The B team comes to Spike coming home from grocery shopping.
He bought Blood and Smokes with his child's money.
And unfortunately, he had to lose it.
Because they tag him. They're like, hello, Hostile 17.
He's like, fuck.
Damn it. But there is another continuity error that I saw someone listed on IMDb here. And he does throw one of the soldiers into a tree and throws his groceries at the other. That was intent to harm, and his chip doesn't go off.
Oh, true.
He gets shot, and that's when he's in pain, and he starts limping away. He runs off.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Okay. Wow. All right, sure. So he is now tagged.
Yep.
And he runs to Giles for help.
Yep. But then we get the coolest scene.
That's pretty interesting.
Good music.
Yeah.
Great editing.
Right. So it's like...
And then I threw up in my mouth.
Who directed this? James Contner. So he's not... Yeah. So he's done other episodes before. And so this seems like this is something that's a little new for the Buffy show. So they're fighting and they're they're intercutting the fight scene between Riley and Buffy are getting this demon with their sex scene.
Yep.
And I'm like, Riley,
it gets real sexy.
Like, he looked like he know what he doing.
Yeah.
Like, the way he got that halter top undone and that, just like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
This
And then we
not
get a
your
little
first-
dirty with her kissing down there.
Right.
I'm like, whoa.
This is not your first time, soldier.
Yeah.
Hello.
And let's be honest, Riley looks good without his clothes on.
He does. He does.
He may be oafish, but he's a cut oaf.
He's absolutely, I wouldn't kick him out of the bed for
Nope.
eating crackers, but
No.
I would ask him to shut his mouth.
Mhm.
That's all. I just need you.
Yep.
We don't need to talk.
And then we see
I have forgotten about this.
that Maggie's a big perv.
She has a camera
Mhm.
right over his bed.
Mhm. And all that's missing is her bowl of popcorn and a beer.
Yeah, she's been there way too long.
Mhm.
Like, and I understand you're keeping tabs on your soldiers or whatnot.
Okay.
One, it's weird that you have the camera in their bedroom.
Mhm.
Sure, whatever. I'll ignore that. But two, you see he's getting freaky deaky. You can turn it off.
You can turn it off. You can turn away. But no.
You're not going to gain any information from this.
She does look a bit glazed over, I will say. Like, she may be sleeping with her eyes open, or she may have gone blind by what she saw. But it goes on way too long.
She sits there for basically the entire thing.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's gross, it's weird, it's inappropriate, and she should be brought up on charges.
Mhm. So then, the next morning, poor Buffy has awakened.
Shell shock. It's just like,
She's pretty sure she's going to wake up alone
I
again.
know, poor thing.
Because it's happened every time.
Poor thing.
But unfortunately for her, it did not happen this time. And she rolls over and he is in her face.
He's like, hey.
How long was he staring at her? And why does she only sleep with men who have red sheets on their bed?
Right, this is true. Like,
All of them had red sheets on their bed. Why?
He's like, the first thing, he's like, hey, how long, did you not think I was going to be here?
No,
I absolutely didn't think you were going to be this close.
Because she does look surprised as shit. Oh my God, you're here. And oh my God, you're here. You're too close. I'm going to need you to just roll back a little.
Right.
Just a little.
Can I get just at least 6 inches of space here,
I need
please?
Giles, we get time at Giles' apartment as well in this episode, and it's Xander trying to sell him a Boost bar. The flavors sound disgusting.
Walnut and, I don't know, chai? I don't know what it is.
Maple walnut at that.
Ew.
Blech.
Ugh. Ugh.
And I believe that's what Giles chose, was the maple walnut.
And he damn near chokes to death. He's just like, he doesn't get it past his taste buds.
Nope.
First pass, he's like, oh, but just
Please
lets
leave
it
my home.
fall out of his mouth. Just drops it. Just, get the fuck out. I am offended that you brought
Right.
this shit in my home.
He took one bar,
Mm,
one Boost bar
mm.
to the Bronze. He took 4 boxes to Giles' house.
It's that old, I can't sell I tried, Mom and Dad. I can't sell these. Could you please buy the rest of these?
Nope.
You are a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
Go handle your fucking business.
Mhm. So then we get one of the few things I love about watching television is I have a tendency to wonder what happened just prior to a scene we get.
Mm.
In this case, Spike runs in the door. He starts pounding on the door, and he runs in covered in a giant tarp.
Mm.
How far did he run with that tarp before he got, did he run all the way from his lair? Was he running down the street for an extended period of time with this tarp?
Right.
And who didn't see that and laugh? Number
Seriously.
one.
Well, first
Or,
of all, he got tagged at night.
at night.
Was he...
Where'd you go prior to that?
Right. Did he go home or opt not to go home? Did he go home
I
and
think he may have said he's been running all night.
Okay.
Maybe they've been chasing. But no, I don't even think it's that, because then there's that discussion about what he's what
Yeah.
is in him.
Right. Because he doesn't assume that it's a tracker.
Right. He's just like, the bugger shot me.
Right.
Can we circle the wagons? Come on, you're the goody good guys. Let's do this.
So he's looking for help, and Giles is like, "Why?"
Mm-hmm. Sexy Giles comes back.
Yeah, he does. He sits down on the table.
He's still trying to get that Boost bar out of his mouth, so he's sucking his teeth, and it's kind of hot. It really is.
It's like, oh, he's like, "Why should we help you in this?" Spike's like, "Because you're the good guys," and Giles like, "No, why
Uh-huh.
should we help you?" And I'm like, hello, hi.
Hello.
And I'm like, and I climb up into Giles' lap and I
Yep.
say, yes, why should
Why
you?
should And of course, Spike is like, you right, Beth. I made you pay. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, because I helped you. Oh, I paid you.
Yep. You want my... And he's pissed. He's like, this is all that's left.
I'd like to know how much exactly was left, because he paid him $300. And it didn't look like it was that much. So it was left, like maybe 60.
He's like, I spent the rest on blood and smokes, which I'll never see again. You're the one that chose to throw it at them.
Right.
You could have just ran off with your stuff.
I'm surprised he chose to buy smokes and blood.
Why not just steal it?
Come on, Spike.
You're still supposed to be a villain.
Right. Come on, man. Come on.
Why? Why are you wasting your money? You could have spent it on hookers.
Right. Come on.
Hookers and beer. Blood and smokes. Come on.
This is poor choices. Poor finance choice.
And then we get the cute little scene, well, psychotic scene with Buffy and Riley, and his little bird alarm goes off. And he just immediately starts doing push-ups. And you're like, hello, robot. What's up with you? And she even makes a point of saying to him, like, you don't ask very many questions, do you?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Know all I need to know.
And it kind of seems like he's like, you asked too many.
Right.
I know, what does he say? I know all
I know all I need. I know all I need to know. Yeah. So, because like Maggie calls or pages or something, and he's like, gotta go. And Buffy's like, well, why? What's going on? He's like, don't know.
Don't know.
Okay. So ignorance is truly bliss for Riley. He's just like, I do what I'm told. Do when I'm told.
And he takes pills, doesn't he? Take some
he takes some vitamins.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. There's an alarm goes off. Time for my vitamins. Just like
regimental soldier. And he goes in.
And Buffy has asked him about she put 314 in his ears.
It's like, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what you're talking about. And then he goes and peeks his eyeballs into a locked room, and
then Maggie
sees
comes out
314
and says, "Lose your way, soldier." But the way she said it immediately made me think of Sunday in the first episode.
Yeah.
When she asked Eddie, "Lose your way."
Yeah.
It's like, really? I wonder why you used that phrase.
That would be awesome if we had found out that they were
Sunday was back there. If she had been staked because she.
Or if they were connected, or if Maggie had made her, not made her, but had something to do with her existence.
But no, it's just a throwaway line, and he's all like, "No, I was just looking." And Maggie can obviously see that Buffy's getting in his head, and she doesn't like it, and she's like, "We gotta kill her." Yep. Already, Engelman pretty much is like,
I mean. Did we have to go this far? I mean, sure, she's going ahead and filling up his head with blah, blah, blah. She's going to make him ask questions now. And so we got to go all the way to killing?
Yeah.
Immediately? Is it?
And how many times, you're too familiar with Riley, because how many times does she say in the episode, with Riley, Agent Finn?
Right.
You've already crossed the line. We get it.
Yeah.
You made them call you mother.
That's...
So we see Engelman taking off the Polgara's arm with the polka thing and sewing it onto Adam. Mm-hmm. That was your mistake. Don't know what you're doing. And then we get back to Giles, back to our subplot. They're digging around in Spike's shoulder, and he's all like, "This hurts. Why?" But why are you being so delicate?
He's a vampire. It's not near his heart. It has you're not going to decapitate him.
Nope.
You're not going to set him on fire.
Nope.
Just fucking reach in there and dig it out.
Yep. But they don't. And
it becomes a problem. And and also it takes them ridiculously long to figure out that it's a tracker.
And they pull out a running gag that just makes me scream, "Fuck yourself." And your convenient soldier remember.
Oh, yeah. It's like, yeah, part of my faded soldier brain or whatever makes me think that that's a tracking device.
What?
Sure.
Why? It's so convenient when you remember these things.
Right. Like, whatever.
So Giles is like, okay, we're going to need some stuff. We're going to need some booze. Like, why? To clean the wound? No, because I'm going to need you drunk, quiet. Just drink this.
Shit's going to get ugly and uncomfortable. And he calls Willow and asks her to come over to do a spell, I guess, basically. Yep. To, I don't know.
And speaking of uncomfortable, the scene with Willow and Buffy.
Oh, Willow yeah. So they both are coming in from a night of not being home.
Yep.
And
fuzzy little Amy's still in her cage, we see.
And then they're just both like, hey, long night? Yeah. Okay.
Where were you? With a friend. Where were you?
Okay, see you later. Bye.
And then Willow's like, oh, somebody needs me.
Right.
Yay. And she goes to Giles's to help with Spike.
Even though I think it was ridiculous for him to be like, hey, where's Buffy? If you didn't need her, why are you asking?
Poor Willow.
Never mind.
And so Walsh calls Buffy to the initiative because they've got escaped demons on the loose and they need her help to go track them down and bring them back.
Okay, so she sends the boys out to go get Spike, right?
Yep. The tracker's active and they are out looking for Hostile 17. So
she calls Buffy to go get something that had escaped, and it's something that's like, on par of a raccoon. It's not very dangerous, yada yada.
Gives her a blaster that she's never used before.
And the camera thingy to monitor her heartbeat. And
she basically gives her about $1 million worth of technology and doesn't teach her how to use it.
Nope, here you go. Have fun.
And I'm pretty sure the other night I saw about 30 soldiers in that room. You're telling me you sent all of them?
Right.
After Spike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like you're not the type of person to be like, oh, well, half these dudes have classes. I don't think you care. That's not how she rolls.
And they didn't tell her that she was after Hostile 17, I don't think, because she immediately would have been like, Giles, something's up.
Yeah. No,
Do you know where Spike is?
No, I forget. No, she didn't tell. She
gives a bullshit reason why they're not maneuvers or something.
Something like that. And like, oh, this isn't that serious.
Yeah.
It's way beneath you, but if you just do me the solid.
Yeah. So Spike is smashed and shirtless, so we're okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
And Willow is doing a spell with Tara's crystal, I think.
Really?
It looks like Tara's crystal. Okay. Or the props department was very lazy. But it does. It looks like Tara's crystal, and she's ionizing the air to block the tracker.
Right. Okay.
And when they're like, oh, did it work? Is the air ionized?
Everybody's hair is just standing straight up on end.
Except for Spike. They don't show us Spike, but that would have been hilarious.
Yeah. I think he puts enough gel and mousse to tame that down.
And now the boys are out, and there's only about 5 of them out there looking for Spike.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know, we're walking around in our full camos during the day and no one sees us, but we're going to need to go out into the streets, so we got to change into our civvies. Why don't you just walk around in your civvies all the time?
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't get it. You could have flak jackets on under your civvies. I don't get it.
You do too much. Y'all are really extra about this whole G.I. Joe situation.
And this is the part I don't get with Buffy. So, okay, she gave you this stuff, but you're a fucking Slayer. Doesn't mean you need to use that shit.
Right.
But she went in there fully like, yep, I'm going to use this. Why? You've got years of experience.
You have no idea what that stuff does. You don't know what it is. Like, she knows, like, there has been times in the past where someone has given her a weapon. She's like, I don't need this. I don't know how to use this. So why now? Why are you just trying to impress Mother? Mm-hmm. Is that what this is?
And she immediately realizes that these are 2 demons that she saw in the pit.
Right.
So she tries to use the blaster, and it fails.
Yep.
So it shocks the shit out of her, and she drops it. She's looking around, and the door closes.
For whatever reason.
I don't know how or why.
Yeah.
Maggie did it, maybe.
Sure.
So she's locked in there with these 2 demons, and right away I was like, well, this is going to be fine. Right. I mean, it's Buffy.
Like,
she's going to come out. She's fought worse than that.
Maggie is dumb.
She's real dumb. And she's watching all of this, and she's like, honestly thinking.
She still thinks it's like, they're totally going to get her.
Yeah. And at some point, Buffy's headset gets knocked off, and it gives the illusion that she has died.
Right.
And then Maggie gives the worst acting performance on the face of the planet when Riley comes back.
First of all, when she sees this and thinks Buffy's dead, she's like looking around.
She is like,
just like, oh
well, I did it.
This worked. I got it. Gotcha.
I killed that bitch. And Riley comes back because they can't find Hostile 17 because they've gotten the tracker out and flushed it.
Right.
And it goes right underneath them. And they're like, oh, it's been flushed.
Never mind.
I'm sorry, but you guys are bad soldiers.
That sucks.
If it went underneath you and it got flushed, that means it's probably in the general area.
Exactly, because you started off in the general area. That's where it was.
Real close to where you were.
And then you remember which way that it came down. So, I mean...
Do some canvassing.
Nope.
Do something. Nope. They're just like, then go back.
Oh, well.
So he goes
But
back.
you know what he looks like.
Right.
That's the thing. Like, it's not like they have no clue what the fuck he looks like.
And here's the other thing. You don't remember that this is pretty near where Giles lives, where you were just at last week.
Right. Maybe go ask him some questions.
Right.
No? Okay.
No. Instead, you go back to the initiative, to Maggie, and Maggie's like, I tried to stop her.
She said that she didn't need it. She didn't want to wait and blah, blah, blah. And she's, I'm sorry, she's dead.
She's dead. And he's like, what? What do you mean? And then up she pops behind.
And then he's like, hey.
He is just like, what? What the fuck? And then Baller Buffy shows up.
And she's like, hey, you thought you got me.
Oh, girl. One of my favorite lines. You really have no idea what a Slayer is. Oh, but you gonna.
Yep. I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
Maggie looked, her face cracked.
She is shook. She is shook. But guess what? You're the head of a government agency. Why are you scared?
Right. No, she's
scared.
Yeah, because now she's starting to get it. It's like, oh shit. I left her in that whatever tunnel with two demons that I don't know if they're supposed to be particularly scary, but she got out without any weapons whatsoever.
To me, they look kind of cuddly.
Right. I mean, they weren't real
on their face.
Seriously, like
they were snuggling.
I mean, we couldn't have brought in bigger game than that.
Well, at least she wasn't dumb enough to send a couple vampires down there.
That would have been like fucking.
She would have laughed.
Just like, okay, been done in like 5 minutes. All right, fine.
Maybe you should have, sped up your work on Adam a little and sent him down there.
Yeah. It just doesn't. Okay.
But no, instead, so Riley's just like, well, fuck you, bitch. This is some shit.
You mean to tell? Okay.
Yeah, I'm out. And she's, Agent Finn, Riley. And then she screams, Riley. And he's not stopping.
Nope. He's gone. Done.
And everybody's looking around like, ooh.
What just happened?
I don't get it. This is going to be bad. And then Maggie goes back to 314. And she's
giving her villain soliloquy.
Yep. And that little bitch.
Adam. Yeah.
I worked too hard to let some little bitch.
I still don't understand why. Why is she so mad?
Why she got to be a bitch?
Why is Buffy fucking with you so much? She's ruffling your feathers way too hard.
And she tells her, she's telling Adam, she's like, she's not going to know what hit her. We're just going to come up behind her and wha-bam.
And Adam comes up behind her and gets her through the heart with
the poker thing.
The thing from the demon that she wanted so badly.
And she's just like, Adam. Mommy. Blech. Why do all these boys call you Mom?
I don't understand what is... Yeah, it's...
And he's just kind of like, Mommy.
Yeah, he's like...
I killed her.
I don't understand why, though.
I don't know. Yeah, what in him? Why? The minute he wakes up, he's just like, murder!
Like, immediately. It's like, and knowing who she is, too. Like she's the one that created him.
She is bad at her job. The little subset routine she put in there with her special plans, and she was going to create a whole, nope, she messed it all up.
Right.
She messed it all up. She underestimated every single person.
Everybody. Maggie sucked.
So we finish up our episode back at Giles's.
Bye, Maggie.
And Giles is telling Spike, he's like, dude, you are not safe here. This is not a safe place for you. They are going to find you. And Buffy's like, nope, not safe for anybody.
Nope.
Actually, that happens before Adam.
Right.
And they're just like, wow, what happened?
Girl, tell me.
What happened?
That bitch tried to kill me.
Yep.
Just set me up.
Yep. And then the next episode, we'll find out all of that. And there's some yummy sushi pajamas and some crashing in Xander's basement.
But I guess
from Giles.
Yeah, so I guess she doesn't realize that she doesn't know Maggie's dead right away.
Yet. No one does.
Right.
I don't know how much time passes before Engelman finds her in there.
When Engelman gets turned.
He slips on her blood and falls down, and then he's in charge for a while, and then, bad things happen to him too. Not good. It's all bad.
Oh, God. Okay, so after this one is Goodbye, Iowa. All right.
Yep, Goodbye, Iowa. And then we get Say Hello to Faith.
Ah.
So hold on, kids. Just one more episode.
Yes.
And then we're going to get into
really good stuff.
Yes, to a string of wonderful episodes. We've got a 2-parter with Faith coming up, and there's a scene with Faith and Spike. Well, we should say
yes,
Buffy and Spike. that
stuff.
will go down in history as one of my favorite scenes.
Seriously.
And then after that, we've got Superstar, where we've got a return engagement from Jonathan.
Yes.
This season really picks up, and then it all comes crashing down again.
Song of the week?
Is by, I forget the band name.
Black Lab?
Yes, Black Lab, and it's called Keep Myself Awake. So it plays in the bronze when they're all supposed to be hanging out, and it's just in the background. It's a very nice little pretty song.
And the burn I chose was from Spike to Giles about his new crypt, and Giles is like kind of giving his crypt the side eye. He's like, and Spike's like, I admit it needs a woman's touch. Care to take a crack at it?
I love it so much.
And Giles is just like, fuck you.
It was between that for me and the little burn at Maggie from Buffy about this being a Slayer.
It's just more like a straight up threat. Promise. 4 bodies dropped.
Yep. 1 Polgar demon dissected by Maggie and Engelman. 2 unidentified demons killed by Buffy, and then Maggie. Bye, bitch.
Later.
You like calling people bitch?
I know it, done. You're
Bye,
out.
bitch.
Laters. The Bechdel test. Yeah, it does pass it. Maggie and Buffy do chat a lot about demons and missions and such. And basically it's about Buffy's accomplishments. The moral, well, there's no random trivia?
Not really.
Okay.
Just the whole continuity line with her in bed with people.
Yeah. Moral of the story.
Don't try to kill a Slayer. Just don't. It's dumb. You're going to lose. Every villain that's ever tried on the history of the show has failed. They will continue to do so. Just don't try to kill. Maybe we should say, maybe not don't try to kill a Slayer, because obviously Slayers have died before Buffy.
Right.
Don't try to kill Buffy. In particular.
Well, plus, I mean, Maggie just did like a real piss poor job at it. Like, seriously, this was no real thought. Like,
yeah.
I think she thought that she was like really doing something, but
yeah. She didn't.
It was really lame.
It was.
It was a real lame attempt.
It was a half-assed attempt.
It was okay. Like, yeah, like she thought about that over coffee and donuts that morning. It was like, yeah, that'll work. That'll do that. Let me put this together real quick.
Would have been better to have the soldiers try to kill her. That at least would have been.
I'm sure she could have got Forrest on board. He would have happily done it.
Graham would have been like, I don't.
Do as I say, soldier. Okay.
Sorry, Rye.
All right, then. So let us know what you thought of I in Team by leaving us a voicemail message at 412-385-7250, or you can record an MP3 file less than 2 minutes and email it to revisitingsunnydale@gmail.com. We will play it on the air. Do you happen to have because I think I put a Twitter thing up like asking if anybody had any thoughts about this episode. I put out a tweet, is the proper word.
Not gotten any tweets about it.
Nope. No
I
tweets.
Wish someone had.
Womp womp.
Because season 4, I don't know about you, but it is trying for me.
It's trying?
It is trying.
There are, like, it's usually, like, maybe, like, 5 episodes on this season that I really enjoy. And, yeah.
It's just...
it's not to say they're all bad, but it's just...
No.
It's just getting used to this new space and people and...
This big bad, and then this shift to a different big bad, and then who's the big bad, and I don't care. And then there's Restless. My only thing with Restless, this is how I justify it in my brain, and it's probably not true at all, and I don't care, but this is what I've told myself about Restless, is that the episode prior is the true season finale for season.
Right. Exactly.
And they just had an extra episode, and they didn't know what to do with it. So they made Restless. That's
got to be what it is. That's the only thing. Because to me, in my mind, that Primeval is always I always forget about Restless. Yeah. Primeval is the season finale for me. And I'm like, all right, that's it. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Even the season when it happened live, I was traveling and I watched it in a hotel with with a friend from work who was like, you watch Buffy? Yes, let's watch it. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. Because I legitimately thought it was the finale. And then they showed previews and I'm like, what? There's no. Pretty sure that was it, right? Like that felt like a finale.
Right. And it had all the markings of a very good season finale.
And then nope.
And yet,
Restless and some cheese guy.
And yet.
So one little last parting bit of information we have for you is I went to a board game convention
that's right.
last weekend. And if you've seen on the social medias, I bought a Buffy deck builder from Legendary.
Which I'm really interested in checking out.
Yeah, it looks fun. It's a cooperative deck builder. And we will play it someday soon.
Yes.
Give you guys a review. Let you know if you should.
That other one.
I know, it looks hard though. I need someone to teach me how to use it or how to play it, and then I can play it. This one, it even says in the rule book how to teach it to other people.
Oh, really?
It says just deal out the cards and play. They will figure it out after a round. So you go first, and the new people will figure it out after a turn. I'm like, why can't we do this with all games?
Right?
Because sometimes learning a new game is difficult.
Oh, it's so trying.
So trying.
So trying. Like, and I did find. I forget what the name of it is, but there is like a YouTube channel. There's somebody that they play the games for you wherever you can see, and I forget what it's called, but I have found success in that with some games. Like, oh, okay, because a lot of times just reading those instructions make no damn sense to me.
I gloss over, I get lost.
So I need to see it happening, and then I get it.
That's why I watch Tabletop with Will Wheaton. Because he has guests. I just watched one today with Seth Green and his wife.
I feel like they're always on there.
They are, and they're great. They're a great couple. They're really funny, and they played a cooperative game, so he even made a comment about how she's not out to kill him this time, and they have to play together. But it's great. We will tell you all about the game as soon as we play it, and...
Very cool. So, other housekeeping, if you like the TV show Psych, listen to Psych Babblecast. You can also listen to us bitch and moan about American Horror Story, as we said before. Cult on TV ate my brain. And you can read Marcella's blog.
Yep, msphere7338.weebly.com.
For reviews and all that jazz and unboxings and stuff that don't happen here. And you can just find a lot of our stuff. We just put most of everything on Facebook. So go to Revisiting Sunnydale Facebook page. You can also follow us on Twitter at Back2Sunnydale. And you can follow me, Camila, at _Rugged Angel.
Or me, Marcella, at msphere7338.
All right. Come back and join us for Goodbye Iowa next time around. And hopefully we talk to you before Christmas.
And if we don't,
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Festivus. Happy Friday. Whatever day it falls. Christmas, yes. Just have a great time.
Yes, and Happy New Year.
Yes.
If we don't talk to you, but we will.
We will.
Maybe.
Promise.
Probably.
Try real hard.
Sure. Arg.